Hey kids, welcome everybody. Roy's with us. Roy, how you doing?
I am indeed. I'm doing pretty well today. Busy day, but yes, just about survived.
Okay, well, you know, survival is good and important. Let me crank up my volume just a little bit there. Feels pretty good right about there. Good. You know, I don't know. I feel like I'm getting my butt kicked by Unity a little bit.
Oh no!
In terms of what I want,
backup.
In terms of what I want to do, I don't know if backup's going to work, but yeah, I feel like, you know, it's a combination of not fully understanding what's happening because it's kind of this black box. I haven't learned everything yet.
Sure.
But I'll tell you one clue I came across yesterday, and let's get the code up here. I'll tell you, today I was like, I'm going to write some code today. Yesterday I didn't write much code, you know, and I don't know, we'll see what happens. Remember this bit right here where we were trying?
Oh yeah. That was the great white hope at the end of, well, towards the end of when I was available yesterday, which didn't result in much of anything.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is a real shame. It looked really promising.
It did. There's one paragraph in here, which I thought was interesting. The above code might not work in the packaged build of the project because Unity does not include any shader variants, which is not included in the scene. So if I don't have any shader variants in the scene, this code won't work in the DLL.
Okay.
To fix this, add a game object in the scene doesn't help me because I'm not actually in Unity. I'm in a DLL.
Edit the scene.
Everybody says, look, if you want to do it, just throw the game object in the scene. I need to figure out when they throw a game object in the scene, what's really happening inside the DLL. That's what I need to figure out. And that's going to take, you know, my feeling is the best person to do this was already got a ton of experience or somebody already has a sense. You know, in other words, I think that the amount of code I have to write is maybe like a handful of lines, like 20 at the most.
Right.
But what are those lines and what do I need to do?
Here's an interesting thing then. If what we need to do is to find, because let's be clear, TaleSpire or Bouncy Rocks, they're doing this. They have transparency, so they have a material.
They've got one
game object somewhere in there.
It's in a different DLL. Now,
right, but it's got to be in the scene, hasn't it?
You're just inspiring me, man. You're just taking.
So
yes, it's in the scene.
Searching for it.
Okay, well, that's kind of what I want to do. Is I kind of want to, you know, one of my techniques, and I wasn't going to do this today because I swore I'd write code, but one of the things I wanted to do was to drill into TaleSpire and find something that's got a material, right?
Yeah.
That ruler we know has got, you know, some sort of material on it. The problem is, how do we get to the ruler? There's no static access to the ruler.
So I'm not sure what you mean by ruler. Is that the 20-foot sphere?
Yeah, the 20-foot sphere,
Okay.
or there's different modes of it where I can draw like a connector
right, yeah.
line to line or a cone.
So you're right. We know that's got transparency because we can see it. That's precisely the transparency we'd like. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you
But
very
getting a
much.
reference to it.
If we get this, I need you to give me your best British thank you very much if we solve this. Thank you very much. That's kind of what we need to do. The problem is the ruler stuff is there's very little static related to the rulers. How do I know that? Because I reflected through everything, and I'll open it up right here for you. In Bouncy Rock, reflected through everything, and everything that was static I put in here. So if we search for ruler, we get 60. A bunch of them are here in the cone ruler. Sphere ruler's got some stuff, but these are so this is like in the method cone ruler indicator dot initialize is kind of what's going on here. We can go look at these. Like for example, there's a spawn. This is the deal. Here I've got spawn. Spawn is static. So I could do this. I could say ruler.spawn. It's going to return that component, which is a ruler. The ruler is basically, they're calling instantiate on the game object, And then over here, they've got a photon network.instantiate, which I'm not sure what that is. But I think what I'd maybe want to do is say spawn, passing in network sync to false, starting mode to one of the starting modes that I care about, init in here, starting mode, where's the starting mode? It's there, set new indicator. Set new indicator. Okay. Prototype index. It's less than 0 or it's greater than this, then fine. I like seeing code like that. Otherwise, we set the prototype index. So you can see a ruler indicator. Ruler indicator's prototype index. Okay, so one of these different ruler indicator prototypes.
Yeah.
Indicator transform, set parent, okay. Max handle count, okay. Set active. I kind of want to right click and say open in a new window. What's happening? Where are we? We are in game object. Okay, no worries there, cool. So it sets the game object as active. I'm not sure what that does, but it sounds like it's good. And then we just set all the game handles. That's all we do.
Okay. There's no obvious mess with materials sort of going on there. That's got to be in the static nature of it, I guess, as it was dropped in their scene.
Yeah, that's what I think. So we could do that, get back a ruler. Once we get back a ruler, so we can say ruler.spawn, get back a ruler. Here's our ruler. What kind of material do we have in here? Any material? Give me some material. It could be in here, as I recall. Ruler board tool.
Okay,
There's no material. I'm not seeing any materials here. Just to double check, I'm going to copy that, throw it in something I can search. Nope, no material.
No.
Okay, so I think then we're going to, once we get that back roll of an instance of ruler, then we're going to go into its indicator, I think. Well, it's a private property.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a material? Nope.
What was it that had a material yesterday? It was either a renderer or was it the transform? I'm not sure. I'm not sure that it was directly on the object when we looked at these before.
It was on the renderer.
Okay. So does a ruler have a renderer? Or access to point out one?
I've not seen anything like that, no. Let's see. I'll tell you where I think the clue is, though. I think it's in init. Ruler indicators. Here's set new indicator.
The base has got a game object, and the game object can have a renderer, right?
Oh, yes, that's right. I think you're right. So maybe we'll just ask that question of it. We'll do get component on it.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we can do here. So we want to come in here and we want to say ruler dot spawn. Look at us going crazy here. Starting mode. I'll make it 1. I know that's between 0 and 2, which is what I'm expecting that to be. Let's declare local on that. Call it ruler. Then we're going to say ruler.getComponent, and we're going to say we want a renderer, and then we're going to say sphere.material. Wait, what is it? Sphere.renderer. Wait, where is it? How are we doing this? Renders getComponent renderer. Is there a replace component? Nope. Remove component. Delete component. I'm sure I've got an add component. I do have an add component.
Can you access an array of components? And that seems a bit simplistic.
Or maybe I just do this. Maybe I just do this. Hold on a second. Let's do this. This is going to be my ruler renderer. I think I'm just going to find the material on it and assign it across. So ruler renderer.
Right, sure.
like this. And then I'm going to do this. If not null, then we're going to say my sphere renderer, which is right there, renderer.material is equal to ruler.material. I don't know if this is good or bad. Maybe I need to call a clone on that? Nope, no clone.
Logically, it seems like it should work. I mean, you shouldn't have to clone materials all over the place, right? The whole point in a material is kind of a ring fence the qualities of the surface that you want, right?
Yep.
So it should make sense to share that around as much as you can.
Yeah, I would agree with you. That's great logic, and I'm glad you said that, Roy. This is why you get paid the big bucks, and why I am but a humble servant, executing your whims every day.
Yeah, okay, if you say so.
So there's a shot at it, right there. There's a shot at it, ruler renderer. There we go. And I should probably also do this, if not null there, and maybe put this all the way down to here, and throw that in a block. And might be a good idea to. Oh, I got it in try catch already. Good.
Yeah.
So this is my new flashlight on. Okay, that's inside over here in this one solution over here called, well, it's in the project called TaleSpire or Explore. The problem is when I build, other things won't build in the whole solution. What if I can just build this?
Yeah, should work. That and its dependencies at most.
Yeah, there we go. Build succeeded. Okay, that means now, if we start up TaleSpire, oh, sorry, it's getting a little wet in
Careful.
here. A little cold. Hey, look at that guy. What's he doing? He's flying way too low. Oh my gosh. What just happened? Frackberg.
You know what it is? He was in such a hurry to come view with us our perfect solution that he might have just taken his eyes off the steering there.
Frackberg's got the best visuals, I think. There's something about fire and ice together. I think I've said this before, and I probably told the story only when Frackberg shows up, right? I say, oh, here's a story this reminds me of your, but I have driven by fire coming out of snow on the road and electricity. So basically an electrical wire had fallen, somehow something had happened, it caught fire.
Now, were you driving past this or were you driving away from it?
I was driving past it.
Okay, so it wasn't your fault.
No, it wasn't my fault. And now I do appreciate that it is fair, absolutely fair, for you one to conclude that it was probably my fault.
I feel it's just, you got to ask the question, just in case.
No, you do. So, at any rate, that was amazing. Like, I double take, and there's fire coming, just snow. It's surrounded by snow, and fire coming out of it. And you could see the power lines going down into the place where the fire was.
Wow.
Pretty remarkable. Okay, TaleSpire. Start up TaleSpire. Looks like is it running? It says it's got a stop option on it. Oh, maybe I did click it. Okay. I got the click. I just can't drag it up yet because it's, initializing. I think I need a faster machine, Rory.
Yeah?
Clearly, the machine I have is not fast enough to handle, my demands.
I'm not sure the machine has been built yet that can meet that expectation. I do love their intro music.
It's not bad. It does sound like kind of chill.
It sets the mood kind of exactly as you want it to.
Yeah. Okay, so now what we're looking for is maybe something not to break. That's kind of what would be nice. Let's come up here to the top, right over here.
I mean, clearly the ideal win here is that when you bring up or you push the button, we get a sphere which is in some way translucent, transparent. I'm
going to say it's not. It's not at all.
That feels like a fail. That's unfortunate.
God, TaleSpire, come on. Off. Turn off the flashlight. All right. Yeah, doesn't it?
Okay, well, we tried.
Now, yeah, so I need a way. I got to figure out a way to get assets into this DLL so it feels and behaves like a Unity package. Right?
Yes.
When Unity create now, there's another. We're not done here, you kids. So we could keep pushing at this. Like one of the other ones I want to do. The other thing I want to do is I want to go in. I did another, let's see, do I have it up here? I think it is Unity Resources. I then went in and I went into the resources. I added some code. I'll show you the code to do this, to get this part right here. That's in, it's somewhere in here. It's probably gonna have the word resources on it. There it is, right there. So basically, I call load all on resources, and then I go through all of them, and I just say, hey, what's your name? What are you? What are you? What thing are you? And then I was thinking, well, let's go look through here for ruler. Okay, so I got a photon ruler and a ruler. Anything else? I didn't check to see. 2. This is the game object, though. I'm pretty sure this is the game object as they set it down. So I just don't know. Whoa, what's this? Regular polygon, transparent. Maybe totally transparent. Yeah. I don't know. I was thinking maybe I might find something in here.
Maybe.
That I could use.
Distance field overlay.
I like the shader. That's what we should be looking for. Because they were saying, right, we needed a shader. Right?
Yeah. I mean, my knowledge of such things is kind of limited. You can sort of do your base drawing using kind of any API you like, and the shader is, to my knowledge, is a thing that's handed off to the graphics card, which it can do massively in parallel, because it's good at parallel, and, for example, can apply to every pixel within a given area, but knows which one, and therefore, can do slightly different maths on each piece, producing nice reflections and, subtle gaseous effects, that kind of stuff. But I'm not sure where the shader fits into the hierarchy in terms of materials having shaders or vice versa, or I have enough knowledge to be dangerous and get things wrong a lot, or investigate something to the point of extreme frustration of an evening. Does this sound familiar at all, Mark?
I have enough knowledge to do a remake of the movie Dumb and Still Dumb. That's what I do. I don't even have enough knowledge to be dangerous yet. I'm just shooting through these. So these are interesting. The shapes, line, additive, color burn, color dodge, darken. These are really interesting because I'm finding these with line, cone, and I found cube. I haven't found sphere yet, but these at first seem to be connected. Let's see what else we got. Hidden. I just want something. Yeah, this could be a total fat dead end as well. Excuse me. I don't know.
I like the fact that these are definitely effects, aren't they? I mean, they're not actual things so much as they are named for the effect that one might hope they have. So that's not bad.
Okay.
If you search this for the word there's quad transparent there. So there must be some things.
Yeah, I'm worried about entirely transparent, but I guess transparent could be partially transparent. Because they also using
I think
opaque.
Transparent is a thing that can be transparent, but we haven't yet specified the quantity. Because this is what we were saying before. If every single object in your game was inherently a 0% transparent thing, i.e. it was opaque, and you were somehow processing transparent on all of it and just kicking out early because it was 0, that would still be an inefficient way of doing it. It would be better if you could label some things as capable of being and other things as not. Yeah,
I agree. But I don't know. I just, at this point, I'm still not like, okay, we can do anything with this. We should do, what we should do though? We should shut this down and throw at least a little more information out so we know what code is actually running. So when we're right here, we should, at the very least, we should say, hey, we created a renderer. Something along those lines. There's no message box, so we essentially know that it's very likely
did not catastrophically fail yet.
So we basically know that, hey, That is found a ruler. Created a ruler, actually. Created a ruler. Well, actually, we want... Yeah, no, okay, sorry. Hold on, it's there. Created a ruler. So yeah, that's good. And then here, we might want to do one more that said found the material. Nope, found the renderer, sorry. Yeah, really would like to be able to debug or send this out to like a property viewer.
Yeah.
Found the renderer. This is building my own property viewer. Is that what we're doing now, Rory? Somebody stop me. Jeez, nobody's stopping me. This is going to be an object here. Instance. All right, so we need to do this. We need to say instance dot get type dot get properties, like that. There's got to be code that does this already.
You would think, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get out of here if somebody passes me null. And then we're going to say, oh wait, I want to get binding flags on this. I want to get binding flags instance or binding flags dot k, maybe also non-public. Fine, if you insist, Rory, I'll do that. Man, you're really making me do a lot of work here. All right, so now we've got instance, we've got all of those. Then we're going to do for each on all of those properties.
Yep.
We've got this TBX scratch out here. Text, so I'm going to come in here. I'm going to say text plus equals. Oh, geez, let's not do that. Let's create a string builder. And we're going to say this is going to be, fine, I'll just call it string builder because I'm imaginative, not creative. So we're going to say append line, and I'm going to throw in an interpolated string. And inside that interpolated string, I'm going to throw property info.name, colon, and then I'm going to do I just do a get value?
Yeah.
Is there more conditioning I want to do is I guess my question, because it's going to two-string it. I think we're okay. The instance we're going to pass in.
Everything going to be two-stringable? Because if you get a null value out, that's going to be... I think it's going to shut down this.
Does it? I thought null would work here, and it would two-string that to the word null. That's not true?
Don't know.
That may be my presumption of a happy world. Then fine, I suppose I could do this. And if that's the case, we're going to string builder dot append line exception reading this property.
Okay.
No, let's do this instead. Because it's really only this that could really cause the exception right here.
Yeah.
Let's introduce a local for that. And we're going to call this value. And I'm going to create a string up here. It's going to be value stir. And it's really, I don't even think get value is get value. Yeah, I guess it could throw an exception, but highly unlikely. But we'll do it this way anyway. And we're going to say, here we're going to say, if it's null, then we're going to say value stir. We'll just make sure that's the case is equal to null. And then otherwise, we're going to say value stir is equal to value dot toString. Okay, happy with that? Yep. And then down here, we're going to say value stir is equal to ex.message. maybe with the, bang symbol at the beginning of it, something like that. So we'll know an exception, I guess. And then down here, we're going to use value stir. Okay, that'll show my properties. Well, not quite. Now at the end of this, I have to say tbx scratch.text plus equals string builder dot toString. I really feel like string builder should have an implicit conversion to string. They chose not to do that. Or maybe they did choose to do it and I just assumed it wasn't there. Okay. I feel like in the past that didn't exist. That didn't work. So maybe that's a new thing. Okay, so that's a build. Let's start it up. Here we go. Ba-da-dum, da-da-da-dum. Okay. If on, uh-oh. I think it's just reflection and my try catch. I think it's going to come back.
Okay.
I don't think it's locked. There's nothing I just wrote that would lock this. Just have faith.
I mean, shouldn't be, but at the same time, even if that's a very tight loop, how many properties must there be for it to still not be there?
Well, it could also be side effects. Uh-oh. This is why it stopped.
Okay. That's a perfectly legit reason for not continuing.
Tiny little message box.
We told it not to.
On the other screen. Go. Go, 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 go. Still have faith, everybody. Have faith. Uh-oh. Wait, ruler is not equal to null. And then it stopped. Didn't give us anything back. Wait, I said.
Are we calling show properties at all? Oh, we are. Okay.
But the ruler renderer. There's no component, there's no renderer on the ruler.
Okay. That explains why we can't find a material on the renderer.
All right, fine. Closing down. Woo! Okay. You can't see what's inside. All right, let's do that. Let's, can we find a material? Let's do this. Well, we know that's going to be false anyway. Let's just, let's just prove that the thing we just wrote works. Don't we have a ruler indicator in here? We do, but we can't get to it because it's private, I think.
Yeah.
Right? You remembering that as private as well?
I am, yeah.
Let's try something similar here. Let's come in here. Let's instead change this to a material. I'm not sure if there's a material as a component, but it looks like it's okay. Material. And then let's do something here. Let's say, hey, if not null, then we're going to say, at least maybe we found a material on it. I don't know. I
thought the material was on the renderer, wasn't it?
You can have a material attached to an object, isn't it? Can't you do this? I'm totally forgetting now. Let's go bring up Unity. Maybe you're right, Rory.
Mind you, no, in this particular, not equal to. I'll then do that. Therefore, this is where the renderer is null, and therefore we can't look on the renderer for the material.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's null. I have a feeling this is null. This is going to be null as well. Pretty sure about that. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I was just grasping at straws. That was me. We'll throw that in there like that, though. I'm going to do rebuild because I can probably test this faster here than I can wait for Unity to start up. Because, you know, this. Oh, really? Oh, jeez. What is going on? with that project as well.
I'm not a big fan of Unity's upgrading to new versions experience.
Yeah, that's
I've
not
pulled
what happened.
projects off the web and tried to open them with what I've got, and I've been told, nah, that doesn't work, you can't do that. It's just like awkward.
This is a project that opened yesterday, but somehow broke.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is also 20.3.1. This is an older version needed to build and test for Unity. For TaleSpire, because that's the build TaleSpire was on. All right, so that's not going to work. What did I do? Did I get a successful build at least? I think I did. Let's double check it. Build succeeded. Okay. Starting up. Unity. Go. I figure if I say go in an enthusiastic way.
See, you said it in an enthusiastic way, and in my head, the sentence continued. It was, go, gadget, sphere.
Yeah. I actually have a clever idea for doing this without a sphere, but it's kind of a pain in the butt to do. I really want to see the show properties come out. Let's just see the show properties of Ruler.
Nice. Let's get that for something.
Yeah, at least we got something going. Yeah, that's kind of what I want. Where are you, TaleSpire? Oh, down here. Okay. Begin the story. All right, F on. I got created ruler, and
those are properties, right?
Yeah. Indicator index is exactly what I said. Photon view, use GUI layout is true, enabled is true, is active and enabled. Transform, game object. His name is ruler clone, okay. So those are the properties. We got the non-public ones as well. Well, the cool thing is, it's working, this part.
Yeah.
Right?
Look, tech that works.
We have tech that works. We have a game object property on it too. I'm doing get, so what's interesting is the game object different from the ruler itself. Like I'm wondering if we came in and said ruler.gameObject, or is it in fact the same?
Doesn't the ruler inherit from did I see mono behavior and something else? So it's not a game object so much as it's like a script.
I thought it was a game object. Let's go check that. Pun behavior, maybe you're right. Mono behavior. Does behavior go from a game object? No, it does not.
Okay, so...
Well, why? Oh, get component, though, uses the game object inside. Here it is right here. I bet we find code. Well, it's external, but I bet that's... Do we have another one that works here? Yeah, there it is. See, it redirects to the game object.
Interesting.
So it wouldn't make any difference.
Yeah.
Okay. So my dumb idea is to create, since I can't do transparency, come on.
Right.
My dumb idea is, well, hold on, I got another explorative idea, which is when we create that.
Couldn't you, and this is going to seem a little silly perhaps, couldn't you make a Unity project with some, with an equivalent to ruler in it, which you specifically make transparent, and then you reference that DLL from your plugin?
Yeah, I don't understand.
And then take that object and inject it.
Okay, let's try that. We're on it. We're on it, Rory. Here we go.
Because our problem in theory is that we can't declare a transparent material in code, but we could declare it in the way everyone's claiming we should. As if we had control over the Unity project that is TaleSpire.
Okay, so we're going to call this Unity DLL.
This is Mark's TaleSpire assets.
Yeah, fine. Okay. TaleSpire assets. We're going to try this. TaleSpire assets. We're going to try this. Maybe it works.
I mean, I have no idea if this even can work,
No.
whether the DLL is compatible.
No, I think we can do it. I've just, as you were saying this, because I've read enough about this, that I think we can do this. So right now, we're doing this. We're creating a brand new project. So this one should at least open, right?
Yeah. If it doesn't, there are some serious questions that need answers. Dear Unity, why?
I'm going to hang my head in sadness if it doesn't work here. Resolving packages. Come on.
I mean, it's got further than Studio did. We were able to hit the create button.
The last time I bypassed create button and hit open.
True.
So. But it does seem like it's making more progress. Fred, how are you doing during all this? You got a good attitude, man? My attitude is not a good attitude. I am not a good representative for the kids. Looks like we're open. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We create a new folder. I'm going to call this folder... Oh, shoot. No, I think what happens is the assets don't get put inside here. That's what I think. But we're going to try it. So this is going to be my DLL. So I'm going to call this TaleSpire asset DLL. Maybe not DLL, asset lib, like that. All right. Now I'm going to come in here, create. It's fine. Let's throw a sphere at this thing. And we want to drag the sphere down into there. I want to materials, default material. I want new material, I think. Create new material. Here we go. Transparent. We're going to say, we're going to make it blue, and we're going to make it way down here, like that. We're going to call this, my ruler blue. So the material's there. I'm going to drag it onto my sphere. Can I do that? Did that work? Doesn't look like it. Maybe I have to drag it up here. Why didn't that work? Why don't I see ruler blue in here? Oh, there it is.
You haven't switched it.
No, it worked. It's really weird. I thought I dropped it. Maybe I missed it. That's maybe what's going on. Okay, so there you go.
A moment ago, it didn't say ruler blue. It had the default thing listed in there just before whatever you did last.
All right, so next here, I need to create an assembly definition. And we're going to call this TaleSpire asset lib.
Okay.
Copying assembly from temp Unity Engine Test Runner DLL to library script assemblies / Unity Engine Test Runner DLL failed. Detail error, sharing violation on path. Could that be Dropbox? Let's shut down Dropbox. Ooh. I just clicked it. Interesting. And then now it's saying reload script assemblies. This doesn't feel good. Maybe? No.
Okay.
I saw a dialogue like this. I think early this morning when I was trying something, and I went away, got some breakfast, came back, and it was still up for like an hour or something like that. And it was like,
see, I'm not sure how useful it is to essentially lock up and more than that, to declare exactly how long you've been unable to do anything for. It's almost mocking us.
Yeah, why not a cancel? Like,
Yeah.
seriously.
It's been going an hour and a half. Why can't I say stop?
And reload script assemblies, there are no script assemblies here. So the chances that this, and the other problem is I can't save. I have no save, no cancel. Like, all of this work, we're going to have to do again one more time, I think. There, let's take it. Kill you. Goodbye.
in the resources folder. If you put it in the resources folder, it's compiled in. Unity will compile pretty much everything into the build, excepting, of course, scripts and assets in the editor folder. Stuff inside the resources folders are also compiled in, but kept separate for runtime loading. Same for stuff in the streaming assets folder.
So I need to create a new folder.
Yeah, I do remember there being something about Unity treating certain named folders differently to others.
All right, so let's create a folder. We're going to call this resources. Still, though, it doesn't quite help me, though, I think. Well, maybe it does. I don't know. You're saying that this folder is going to generate something different, is what you're saying.
It was my... I can't... It's been such a long time since I used this myself, but you graphics that you wanted to be inside your exe when you made your 2D scroller or whatever had to be put in the correctly named folder within the Unity project. Didn't matter where in the hierarchy it was, strangely, but if it was in the right named folder, it would become part of that compilation and not just raw on disk. So I suspect this might be the way this works.
Where's the build going to go to? Back over here. Well, okay, maybe a better question is how to compile a Unity asset into a DLL. Yeah, I got that. I know how to do that.
There's a build action. So, question here: how to embed an image in a Unity editor DLL? Similar kind of thing. You can change the build, what do they call it? The build action to embedded resource. This is properties of the image in the case they're talking about. So I guess you're going to find the sphere, you're going to find the properties of it, and can you tell it to be an embedded resource?
Does not look very...
No.
Oh, because it's
really
opaque,
doesn't.
transparent, that's why. Okay. All right. And there it is. It's on. I already got it. Okay. So if we do that, save scene. I don't know. First scene. File. I got to build and run. I don't have a build.
Select folder. Okay.
That doesn't make me feel comfortable at all.
I mean, we got to remember to some extent that the Unity platform is capable of targeting different environments, different operating systems, so Android and so forth. Yeah, there's a few of them there. So 86 architecture seems reasonable.
Yeah, it really wants me to grab a folder. All right, so let's say this build folder right here. Go. Do it. Do it, do it, do it.
Doing something. Oh, things appeared. No, you just switched to red. No, you didn't.
Yeah, no, this is the build folder right here. Resources. That doesn't look good. Doesn't look handy or helpful.
Did it happen to go in managed? Nah, doesn't look great, does it?
Nope. Nope.
Well, that's disappointing. Because the difficulty is that if we can't reference the DLL, we can't well, if we can't reference the assets by getting them from the DLL, it's hard to imagine how any other mechanic's going to put them in the shadow copied area.
No, isn't this crazy? It requires, what we want to do is conceptually so simple, but requires so much detailed understanding of Unity because Unity wants to isolate me from it. Now I haven't gone in yet. Oh wait, no, we should have this. Where's this guy? Oh, this guy's not going to compile because I don't have any scripts in here. Let's create one script, but like I say, I don't think it's going to do enough in there. Save it. Let's do another build on this. Now we should have another folder or another DLL, maybe in managed. There's our DLL.
Okay. That's something.
Yeah.
Can we throw that into Reflector and see what it finds?
I'm kind of there. I'm kind of on it, but I'm like, yeah. I'm not.
Drag drop.
Guess who's not feeling, very optimistic right now?
Well, it's
Pessimism.
a small DLL, isn't it?
Pessimism.
But then, how much do you need to define a sphere?
No. It's not because it's small. It's because here we go. Let's look at it. It's got the script.
We've got a script,
just like I expected. They are not putting the assets there. They're not putting the assets there, and not only that, but Unity is taunting me. Can I move this? Can I not? Oh, it's full screen. Anyway, a full screen on another monitor is my blue sphere because it's running the app. Yeah, it's just taunting me. Let me just Alt F4 that. I can't even close it. Oh no, that worked. It just a long close. Okay. Yeah, dead. So there's clearly something that's a level of genius smarter than us required to get an asset into here. Okay? We're in agreement on that. So at this point, I'm walking away. That is an unsuccessful attempt. I'm walking away from the explosion behind me.
Snow with the flames, electricity.
Yeah, and we never saw this message box either. So all of that fail, and fail. All right, now I'm going for my. This is the problem is, I just don't want to give up. I want to keep running against the wall because I don't know how to. I don't know how to quit. So I think I'm going with maybe my. But here's the thing.
The thing we want to do is so simple in concept. Please make that thing transparent.
I know, and yet it's going to take mountains of research and code. All right, I got to step away from this, Roy. You got to help me. I'm not going to do this anymore. But this is.
So to step away from this, what do we step towards?
Well, you know what? I tell you, I keep fighting with this idea. So I could
backpedaling now.
I could create a dotted line around it out of small spheres by putting like a bunch of spheres, rotating all of them all the way around. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But do I really, really, really want to do that? I don't think I do. I'm like really. I think what at the very least. What'd you say?
A sphere of spheres.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna say local scale is equal to new vector 3, and we're going to pass in, I'm going to pass in 0.2, 0.2, 0.2. So I'm just going to throw a little tiny sphere down there. Change these to floats. At least that'll remind me of my pain and this beautiful day. Let's build that and take a look at that. And while we take a look at that, I'll think about what we're going to do next. I think we got to go over and actually hook all the other pieces up. So make it so that we can target and all of that code works. I just wanted to go in there happy, not demotivated. That's kind of where I wanted to be. All right, so I'm going to close this down. One day we'll be successful. We also have a problem. There's a related problem to this. Now, by the way, hold on. Let me show you something else. Maybe I'm just going to keep fighting this. Maybe we'll fight this, Roy. We're going to fight this like two old men who never give up. We don't know how to... This is our generation. We built this land. All right, that's what I'm going to do. Meanwhile, I'm going to start up TaleSpire. We're not giving up. We're going back in. Let me show you what I was looking at earlier today. Yeah, I don't know how. I can't do it. Hold on. Was it mod kit for Unity? Hey, Retro CRT.
Retro CRT, how are you doing?
That's what we want to hear.
Because it's better than what we're doing. That's Join us once again.
Where are you, TaleSpire? All right, there you are. We're just going to look at the new ruler. The new sphere when I turn on the flashlight. Maybe it's not mod kit. I need to remember what that is. All right, turn on my indicator. That's the normal one. Hit it from the button over here, though, and we should... There it is, a little sphere in there.
Yeah, little sphere in the middle.
Okay, cool.
This is good.
All right, fine. So that's at least cool, because now at least I can say it's a target indicator.
Yes.
Right? The other thing is I can make that red or something like that for a target. I could use cylinders and actually create a target in there with not too much effort at all. Do you know what I mean? I could have concentric cylinders, red and white,
Right, yeah.
Yeah, without...
Incredibly short cylinders.
Yeah.
So it didn't interrupt anything, but you
really
paint
flat.
that target.
Yeah. All right, I don't think I'm going to do that now. Maybe that's our last ditch thing if we've totally abandoned all hope. Hold on a second. Let's kind of pick up. At least let me do this. I'm just going to show you. So at least I document, right? I say, okay, Rory, here's what we've done. So I tried ThunderKit. ThunderKit wasn't right. I think it's this guy. And it could be this guy. In order to create spell effects, we need to be able to create BepInEx plugins. We need to, yeah. This is the problem I ran into is when I was, yes, I'm remembering it now. Let's see if this is the one. It's multi-mod. Multi-mod is what I got. So let's go look at that a second. And at the very least, we'll just get a second set of eyes on this. Multi-mod, Unity. Here we go. It promises to be able to do this for you. It consists of two main parts. Unity Editor Extension for exporting your asset mod. Okay?
Yeah.
A BepInEx plugin to load your asset mod. So you can export your assets as a DLL, I think, and then load them using their plugin. Okay?
Okay.
All right?
Sure.
So I read these two, and I'm like...
No, that's like a clever way of achieving what we were hoping to do by ourselves.
Right. Which we thought, we could do with just a little bit of code. Multi-mod asset mods also have two main parts. An assembly DLL containing your compiled C#. Okay, that's for your plugin. And a Unity asset bundle containing... So
that's the bit we want.
Yeah, we want that. So that's what they say. Okay, cool. Using asset bundles with Unity's modding view isn't new. So what's special here? You don't need to write a BepIn plugin. You build your asset in Unity, use the normal workflow. Prefabs loaded from your asset bundle will have scripts properly attached. Okay, that's cool. We'll have proper references to other prefabs. Okay, cool. Because, it sounds like if you try to do this is you'll have some problems. So anyway, advantages here, even if your prefabs do depend on game classes, you may not be able to test them in play mode. Because this I really, really need. And the reason why I really need it is because I want to be able to programmatically create spell effects. And spell effects that use the particle systems. And we're just running into problems where if we have to create everything from code, we're sorry, I was distracted by my mic over there. It looks like I've been clipping a little bit this whole time. But if we have to create everything in code, we don't get any visual feedback. So
it's very slow and subject to all kinds of errors.
yeah,
You know, we want to be able to see that tight feedback cycle.
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
it?
So installation. All right. So install the Beppin plugin. I think this is already installed. Now,
Yes.
by the way, the downside to this, last commit,
Oh,
it hasn't been touched in
Okay.
2 years. Okay. Install the exporter. Extract assets to your Unity project. Check that a multi-mod menu has appeared in Unity. So that feels true. There's multi-mod right there.
I see that. Yes.
Okay. So multi-mod is in there. I've got this add piece here. Building from source. Clone this repository. Oh, that's if we want to build from source. So
Yeah, we don't need to do that.
we're cool.
So we're in Unity. We're going to use his export window, and we're going to use it to create a DLL maybe, and definitely an asset bundle, which when we place these in the correct folders, will be accessible from within our plugin. Maybe.
I don't know about that. I think we're going to have to find out get their loading code from their BepInX plugin and see how they load
Okay.
and put that in
Yeah.
ours. And then we
Okay.
could get the asset mod in. That's what I think we're going to have to do ultimately. But anyway, all right, export
But
window.
ultimately, that'll help us cycle back and fix the problem we've just been bashing our heads against, because an asset can ultimately be a transparent asset, which is like a sphere.
Yes. With all
So,
that said,
no.
though, prepare for more head bashing.
Yes.
The startup prefab. Okay, so basically, a normal Beppin plugin must define a class inheriting. This is just their architecture. So we need to create a startup prefab in here. Okay, so
Okay.
let's do that. Interesting. The resources folder right there is kind of interesting there. Okay, so these board assets, I don't think I need any of these. DLLs is empty. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of all of this, I think. Is that right or no? I can't tell anymore. I almost think let's create a new project and mess with the new project, because I think I'm using this for the character imports and I don't want to delete those. I guess it doesn't hurt to have them there. I was just going to clean them up. I'll just stay in here and we won't mess with anything. All right, so let's create a new prefab here, which my understanding goes something like this. That, and then I drag it to here. Now then I do it here or no? I'm not sure. I think it's just
Can't
the one.
remember which way round.
I think it's
there's
just the one down.
creation of an object, and then there's the sort of I can use this for loading later.
Yeah, right here. It
i.e.
says
prefab.
it's a prefab asset. So that's it. So we'll call this our sphere prefab. Why don't we do the same thing we did before, where we created a new material. It's transparent. Click on that. Drag that onto our prefab. There it is, right? Oops, did I drag the wrong one? Looks like I did. Oh, no, maybe not. It looks like it's transparent. Yeah, we call that transparent. Okay, let's put you at 000. All right, so I've got a folder that I've named DLLs. We can name that something else if you want. I need to put a script in it, I think. This is going to be my startup. I'm going to rename my sphere to my startup sphere.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to grab this script and throw it in there. The namespace, global namespace, already contains a definition for startup. Okay, let's delete that then. Uh-oh. Okay, don't scare me. C# script again. We're going to call this startup sphere. Like that. Now I'm going to drag that script up onto this guy. The other possibility is to use this and use this to load
Okay.
the other. Does that make sense? So let's go into startup script in a second. as I recall, mod behavior. Every asset has an associated content handler instance, which contains a reference to its prefab scenes and the mod itself. In order for you to receive an instance of your asset mod's content handler, you should put a mod behavior on your startup prefab. I don't know exactly what that means. Like if I'm here, like a mod behavior on my startup prefab, that's my startup here. I can add a component. If I type in mod, nothing, mod behavior, nothing there. So I don't know how I can add a behavior to something. I wonder if it's the same as this. Does that exist?
So a mod behavior, it said, descended from mono behavior. So anything that could have been a mono behavior can be a mod behavior.
So if I do that,
What?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I may have missed though in your Unity project, which is you're saying is the prefab?
The prefab is this startup sphere. And I just
see, I'm not sure that's true. I think that's the thing that's in your scene from the get-go.
well,
I think there's a prefabs folder in your. I can't see it behind Fred in the project browser thing.
hold on. Well, let's check on that. Hold on a second. I want to remove this component. Multi-mod, export mod, startup prefab, startup sphere is what I'm looking for. I don't have startup sphere up there. So sphere prefab is this piece down here. Sphere prefab. So maybe I pull that one back up into there. I don't know if I need to do that or not.
See, the way I understood it was that the tree on the left-hand panel there that you've got represents objects in the scene as designed.
Okay.
Right. So that now that your sphere, something called sphere prefab is listed, that's the sphere that you see there in the main central window, right? But if you wanted to have what is actually used as a prefab, like a class versus an object, right? The stuff in the upper panel on the left is objects, whereas the stuff in the lower panel, the favorites and the assets and stuff like that, that's prefabs, that's classes. So you instance those later.
But look at this. When I just start up prefab, it says select game object. Is what it's giving me.
And not the things that it's giving you there, all present in the. Yeah, actually, no, I'm not so sure now.
Yeah, I'm not so sure either. It's like you know, I see Merkin 5B up there, particle system, which is there. Startup prefab, though, I don't see that at all. Oh, maybe it's gone and they just haven't refreshed or something. But sphere prefab, my understanding is that.
What are those three objects that are actually in the assets DLLs folder? There's a sphere prefab, is there?
This one it's a material. This one is the sphere prefab, a prefab asset.
Right, so that's the prefab, the true prefab, and the one in the window above it, the sphere prefab, named the same, is an instance of sphere prefab.
I would agree with you. Okay, I'm not going to hit export yet, but that's what's going on there. Mono behavior, onloaded. Any script that inherits from mod behavior, so yeah, it does seem to imply we want to inherit from it, can override onloaded. So let's go do that. I want to do override here. There it is. Unloaded. And then it said we have we're getting a content handler passed in. And I think that there was also let's see, content handler. New properties on this. Prefabs. So we have all of these prefabs in here, like that. Okay. So I don't know what we're going to do with those on there, but that's presumably they're in that space. Okay. Then they're talking about creating an assembly def, which goes right in here, I think. Let's save everything. Let me close that down for now. Assembly definition. Let's see. Right click, create. Assembly definition. We're going to call this prefabs. I'm thinking of all kinds of crazy things to say here. Prefabs galore. Okay, there we go. Prefab galore. Project pack contains special characters, which can be an issue when opening Visual Studio. I don't think Visual Studio's got the issues today, Unity. Don't start pointing the finger over there. All right, so
it's
now...
a contest between the two.
I don't know if we've done enough yet. I suppose we should go read. Where's my output directory? Open mod test multi-mod. Yeah. Okay, so let's create a new folder, multi-mod test 2. Let's do that. Select that folder and let's try and export. See what we get. I didn't like how the projects were started and then it just left. It's right there, out of the middle of nowhere. Open a new window. All right, so
prefabgalore.dll.
All right.
Test multi-mod info. Okay.
Oh, check it out. These are the other assets. And then these are the assets right here. Maybe our sphere is in that guy.
Maybe.
I'm gonna be a pain in the butt here a little bit here. Excuse me a second. I'm gonna change the extension to DLL. I want to see if I can load it. But probably not though. Probably not because it's multi-platform. Maybe I'm not even gonna try. Maybe I will. Let's see what happens. Let's go over to Reflector. Open.
I believe you can drag drop on top of it.
Oh, cool. Whoops. Not if I've got the open. It's a big fat no.
Okay.
Cool. All right, no worries. Just a quick thing. Don't hate me for that one.
The other common possibility is it might be a zip file.
Oh, right. I didn't think about that. Duh. I bet it's not though. Let's see what happens. Yeah, okay, we're done.
No.
We're done here, people. All right.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so now we've got this DLL. Well, let's open this.
Yes.
We're going to see our script in there, I think, with hopefully our startup code. There it is. See the startup sphere? I don't know if you can see that down there.
Yep.
Let me see if I can open some stuff up below it so I can scroll. Geez, give me something with a lot of stuff. There we go. Okay, so there. So there's my startup sphere.
Mm-hmm.
Expand the methods out.
Okay, that's a lot of methods. Or maybe just taking a holiday.
Hector HSC is out there. Hey Hector, how you doing? What's the problem? Multi-mod. Okay, I can find you. What are you in Windows? Where are you, Mr. Multi-mod DLL? Huh. Wait, those are just Unity stuff. Looks like I haven't built it.
I'm not entirely sure it's necessary in Reflector to actually find it, the thing it says it can't find.
Oh, yeah?
Occasionally I've just gone okay, and whilst you won't get the same depth,
Okay.
yeah.
It's exactly what we have.
Mhm.
All right. Cool. Okay. So now we need to get this to load, is the thing. And I kind of feel like let's reload it.
Well, this is the challenge. Okay, so we can put the new DLL in the same place as all the plugins, and we can maybe amend our code to sort of link to it, right? But don't we also have to put the assets file in a sensible location?
Yeah, I think what I want to do next is I want to actually, I know this is insane. Everybody's going to be like, Mark, you son of a... I want to go in, I want to look at multi-mod's loading code.
Okay.
That's what I want to do.
That seems quite reasonable, to be honest, because if we can replicate that small piece...
Yeah, we just got to find it quickly, though. That's the thing. I don't want to spend a lot of time searching around.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's do this. I don't think I have it. I don't think I've cloned this yet. Nope. It looks like I have, actually. Okay. Open in Explorer. Oh, it's the files we were looking at before. All right, let's do it. Let's find it, Rory.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that looks promising already.
It really does. Oh, yeah, I remember actually looking through this code. This may be all we need. This is the awake. So awake is called when the Beppin plugin is loaded. So this is the code here. So basically...
adding some directories to search through.
Yeah, multimod.mods. And mods changed. Let's see. At some point we're looking for something that I think connects with onloaded. Is essentially what we're doing. Let's see. Mod found. So here we found a mod. Sweet. And then for each asset path in the mod's asset paths. So that presumes then that the mod that we just built, where are you? What folder are you in? Do I gotta close it? All right, hold on. I think I can get it back quickly. Oh, it's here. So in the mod we just built, its asset path is going to be Windows.
Okay.
That's I trust that. So in other words, Windows has got the sensible location for that guy. That's the guy that's most important there, I think. The sensible location for that guy is in a Windows folder, up one from the DLL. Okay. All right. Back to the code. What are we doing? So we're going to go through the assets path. Loaded. This equals resource.
That's quite good. I mean, it's just diagnostically telling you I have found all these things, which is not bad.
Yes. Sorry, took me a second to figure all this out. I was like, what is going on?
So the individual mod is going to declare the resources it knows about.
Yes. It's going to say it's loaded. And then we're here. So this load call in the mod is, let's go to .NET Reflector. Do we have that? Mod behavior.
That, unfortunately, is where we do need that reference.
Yeah. I think you're right. And it looks like maybe I need to if I just built this.
Yeah.
Build succeeded. That's great news. Let's go find it. That's what I want right there. Go. Mod behavior is not loaded, or maybe hidden. What? Really?
Huh.
Oh, is it because I pasted in with quotes on it? Maybe. It's a little weird. Let's drag it in.
That's not the one.
Is that multi-mod?
Multi-mod interface. I was looking for interface.
Oh, okay.
But hey, no harm in having both.
I truncate in my head sometimes. Okay. So let's go in there. Mod behavior is right here. I want to look at load. Where's load? Load is not in mod behavior. Load is in mono behavior.
Yeah, that kind of makes more sense, actually.
Okay, let's go back. I want to get to that point where I saw the load. I want to call the load. Where did we see it? We saw it in...
I mean, that's interesting because it suggests that the mod behavior doesn't subvert the load of standard Unity.
Yeah, that's exactly what it suggests, which is interesting, which means maybe I could simply descend from mono behavior, right, at some point,
maybe,
and do something in there.
Yeah.
Let's open file and folder. Let's go in here. Which one am I building? It's multimod.plugin. That. I want to throw that at Reflector. And I want to go find the awake call in here. There's my awake. Okay, so this is the code we were just looking at.
Yeah.
And I wanted to call that. I want to see where we get to. It's in multimod.resource is the type. It's a type called resource in multimod.dll.
Like core routing, okay. Oops.
Then it goes to Unity singleton dispatcher, NQ this load coroutine. What the heck is going on there? This looks like this is generated code right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a feeling this. I'm not sure if this is what an arrow function looks like when it comes in or not. I'm looking for the onloaded event for the mod. After that, I'm trying to get this. Where is that happening? But I'm not seeing any.
Can you start from it and ask from where is this called? Like
yes.
Analyze.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, there's the awake call right there.
I meant the onloaded. So you want to know where onloaded is called from?
Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's the override. That's a great idea, actually. I love that. So, I got to find my way back to that class. It is not resource. It is, what's it called?
Mod behavior, or
yeah, I think it's mod behavior. Wait. Mod behavior. That's exactly it. Good job, Ron. All right. Unloaded. Analyze. Used by. Well, it's from a straight out call to unloaded. It's called from awake. I missed it. Is that right? I just missed the call here.
maybe.
there it is.
There we go. We hadn't got down that far yet.
Ah, I see.
So it's setting up a bunch of callbacks first, and the last callback it sets up includes make sure you call unloaded.
Got it. Okay. Good. So this is their load. That's it right there. So I kind of feel like, look, if we took this and moved this to our awake, or moved it somewhere, then we added references to these other pieces, then I think we got a shot at making this work. That's what I think. Should we go for it?
Seems reasonable, yeah.
Should we do it? Should we do it? Let's do it. Okay, let's do it.
Why not?
All right, so I'm going to go get... And Rory, you must be in pain right now because you probably have to leave and your family's like, you don't love us, Rory. And I'm like, but I can't just leave Mark right now. Leaving Mark would be the worst thing ever. All right, so where's my... I'm just kidding, Rory. You can do whatever you want, just don't leave.
I'm going to hang a little bit longer.
All right, there it is right there. So here's our awake call right here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a new class, and I'm going to have this class be our, and this is probably going to be static. This is going to be my my multi-mod awaker.
Yeah, that's perfect.
And oops, I need a method in there called wake up.
Awaken eyes.
Oh, there you go. Fine.
So-
Awakenize.
I have no idea how you spell that.
Like that. Then we're going to put that in there. Okay, good. That's step one. Step two is we got to add some references. What do you recommend I do? I'm kind of feeling like I just go in here, get all those DLLs that it copied, and grab them and move them, and then add them manually. What do you think?
Yeah.
What are our thoughts on
Dear
that?
Visual Studio, why not copy paste references?
Right, across instances, across solutions? Yeah.
Sure.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Okay, so
it's not like the first project doesn't know where it's getting its reference from and couldn't supply it.
You're absolutely right. Geez, should we do that as a CodeRush feature? I don't know. Add reference, browse. Where are you going to put me? DLLs. Maybe I'll put it here. I'm going to create a new folder here. We're going to call this multi-mod. These are my DLLs that I need to reference. Let's paste that in. There's at least one that we don't want. Maybe two. Pretty sure we don't need that. Pretty sure we don't need that. And I'm pretty sure we don't need that. That's the assembly we're in. Would you agree with that?
I would. I'm a little possibly also the hook assembly C#, because last time I saw an assembly C#, it turned out to be the actual product that was depending on these things. That's why I think the first one was right to be gotten rid of as well.
Okay, so I'm going to get rid of those. I've also got some Unity engine pieces here. I'm kind of feeling I'm feeling squirmy about those.
If you look at the code in the behind window there, the first line appears to be some kind of a Unity thing. It's actually hidden behind your Explorer window. Select references. It's just out of view. There's a thing in there which is R2R activator or something like that.
Yeah, I saw that.
That felt like it was a Unity thing, so I don't know that you can necessarily get away without them. But we could try without first and then just add them otherwise.
That's what I'm going to do. So step one is add those. And I probably have to copy those references. Is probably what I have to do. Copy local. Okay, ROR2 application.
Unity System Console Redirector.
Is that what it
redirect.
is?
That's what it says.
All right, we're going to go. We're just going to take it. We're going to take it. We're going to add them.
Yeah.
Add these.
Those things there.
Okay. Cannot be added. Already exists. Core module already existed.
Okay.
So, do we know which one? Well, it's probably an asset bundle module. Holy cow. And let's go ahead and take those. Serialization. I don't think we need Unity Engine because that's already. Let's see what we got with those three. Come on. Come on. Come on. Nothing? Also debug log. Oh wait, maybe we just need to add it. Is that possible? That I need to just add? Nope. Where is it? Did you search for that, Rory? It sounded like you had found something on it.
I'm looking, but I think I may have mistyped.
Risk of rain. It's a special thing for risk of rain.
That
I don't think we need
is
this
weird.
at all.
That's a game.
Yeah, it's a game. I don't think we need it at all.
Special workaround if you happen to be this other game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here. Multi-mod. Diagnostics. Pushing through. Diagnostics doesn't have a log. It's not
There's another debug, isn't there,
yeah,
somewhere?
it is. Okay, fine. What you got for me? This is really interesting. Okay, that's up. I want to come down here. Ah! Look at that. If I hit the dot up here, if I hit Control Dot, it opens it where the mouse is. I'm just trying to move my mouse away from here, so I move it up there. Let's move it up to the right and hit Control Dot. That's it. Unity Engine. I just missed it. Okay. Yep. Good. Export settings. Where are you? Okay. I'll take that. Instantiate. That's got to be a Unity thing, right? Oh, come on. Mod behavior. I didn't have to water the plants this morning, Rory.
No?
It rained here in Costa Rica.
Wow. Did you mark your calendar? Because that doesn't sound like it happens often. Land of eternal sunshine.
I don't remember if I marked my calendar or not. You've got a problem with instantiate. And also similarly object. We're like close.
Those feel like fairly basic concepts that we should...
Hold on. This is because it needs to get those from the
from the
Bepin
actual
plugin.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to pass this through or something like
Exactly. All right, so let's go make a call in. This is not bad. I actually feel like we're actually potentially making progress for the first time in our lives.
that. It's all led up to this, Mark. Nothing else before this has meant anything.
That's what I'm saying. Nothing.
Yeah.
Does anybody believe me on that? Oops, I want to do...
Good job it's Bachelor Week, otherwise there might be people who'd argue with that.
Yeah, I know. That's true. A lot of people would be yelling at me right now if it wasn't Bachelor Week here in Costa Rica. Bachelor Week, in case you don't know, is the week where the women are away. All right. Add parameter. This. Okay. It's not really that I wanted that. I just wanted a base Unity plugin is what I wanted. There it is, right there. And
that's going to cure our object and instantiate stuff, yeah?
Well, if they're public, it will. Unity plugin. If not, we're going to have to move it back and blah, 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 like that. All right. You can see, gosh, I'm so pessimistic today. What's up with that, Rory? All right.
Anybody would think there's this thing just been beating you about the head for days on end now.
Qualify with a type name instead. Oh. But I bet this one is an instance. Really? Really? You're going to make me put this... You're not going to let me organize this. Okay, fine. Here's what I'm going to do. This is called compromise. That's what this show is all about today. It's compromising and learning how to be a good citizen. That's what we're talking about here. All right, so now I've moved this all the way back in here. We're taking this out. We're taking this out. To list. Come on, object doesn't exist there? How is that possible? How does object not exist? Is it still static? Is that my problem? That's probably my problem. Object goes away now. Come on, still there.
That's weird. Very. Surely, if there's an error there, it's the error object does not have a don't destroy on load, because object is fairly fundamental to .NET.
Doesn't work here either.
Wow.
Oh, it's an ambiguous reference. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
That's not so bad.
Yeah, don't use a different color for that. Don't make me so angry. Don't. All right, fully qualified object with Unity Engine object. There it is right there. Okay. Awakenize. All right, let's call this load multi mod assets. Okay, so there we've got that.
Did we Unity Engine the instantiate as well, or did we need to?
No, we did not need to. It was just this problem here. That's I think a protected method. So load multi-mod assets is happening. I have no way to really debug this. I don't know. Can we debug this at all? Can we view? Is there a standalone Unity debugger? Can you do a search for me on that, Rory?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I just want to see if I can see these. That would be at least a change. Otherwise, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say, I think I'm going to do a message box here. Can I do a message box here? Do I have System Windows Forms? I do. Message box.show. Mod found. So we're going to do that if we find something. Love a better way to be able to debug this. Build. Now we got to remember to take those Windows files, in the Windows folder. Where are you? I'm not remembering where you are. I'm going to have to go back over here. Here's where you are. This, we want to copy that to wherever we end up building to, which is kind of essentially in two different places. One of them is here. BepInEx plugins. Wow, look at this. I got a multi-mod here. Is this from an earlier test? Yeah, it looks like it is. Might have been this morning. Okay, let's clear that out. Keep that folder. Now, I'm gonna, what is it putting in here? It doesn't have the DLLs here at all.
I'm not seeing much in the way of capturing of debug stuff, unfortunately, in the standalone.
Yeah, here's the problem. We're gonna need those DLLs. Oh wait, are they actually here in the plugins? They've been copied to the plugins, probably from one of those builds out there. Yeah, they look like from a recent build that we put these in here. So now I'm going to paste in the Windows folders. The Windows folder is here. TaleSpire Explorer is here. Let's build that. Build. Build succeeded.
Okay.
Yep, that's about, well, that's just 42. Well, yeah, about 2 minutes ago. So they just copied, is what they did. The Windows folder is there. I think there's a shot. I think we've done everything we need to test.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody scared?
What could possibly go wrong?
I'll tell you what could go wrong. It doesn't work and you're stuck with me for another 4 hours. You have to do it. You can't leave. Tell your family it's Bachelor Week.
Sorry, Mark. It's breaking up somehow.
It's Bachelor Week, Rory. Be strong. Don't succumb to the matriarchy.
So when I call you out for Bachelor Week next week, when your significant persons have returned, you'll be like, "I'm with you, Rory."
I know. I'm going to be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right. I want to see. So I was hoping to see a message box by now, indicating that something had been found. Mod or an asset or something like that. Maybe it's something I'm missing. Okay, so like we're in no message boxes. All right, did you find anything on debugging?
No, I couldn't see anything obvious. There's this half a suggestion of stuff in the asset store, but I'm not sure, when that would run. Would that be? I think because assets tend to be built into Unity, so they're useful if you're running Unity yourself, as in the sort of from a creation experience, rather than hacking somebody else's creation.
Okay. I'm not sure I want all these here anyway. These are here. Those are here from the build of our plugin, our TaleSpire Explorer, because we added these references. Oh, similarly, we added these references. I bet we don't need those Unity engines there or MonoCISA, because I'm pretty sure those are all coming from down below. I think what we're going to need. Let me try this. I don't know. Should I have deleted those? I think I want to go in and take those Unity references. Let's bring up properties. Let's make sure copy local is set to false on those. False, false, false.
See, I feel like there was only maybe 3 or 4 that we added. Some of those might have been in there already.
We added, let's see, MonoCISA. I'm pretty sure we aren't going to need. Should I do it? I don't know. I'm like a little nervous about until we get this working, making these kinds of changes. Guess let's do at least one message box here. Do we see this? So no mods are found. The mods, let's see, maybe we're doing something wrong with regards to distributing these pieces. The mod's looking for something compiled by it. So, well, let's see. So, and there might be a folder or a file it's looking for as well. So when we come in here and we say, whoops, when we go into here and we do this and we generate, let's export again. Let's just see what's inside of here. In the window. Yeah. So there's this info file.
Okay.
And, well, it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't really seem like it has any critical information in it. Glad that was in text. Okay. So this is my DLL. We don't have the DLL over there, do we?
Well, we took the DLL, we took the code from that DLL and put it into our TaleSpire Explorer. So that was our awake function.
Yes.
What I'm wondering is if well, no. I was wondering if the load function had knowledge somehow of the DLL's name as a part of the mechanic of loading it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was,
it.
right. That's kind of where I was getting at with this. Yeah, no, thanks for kind of getting me back on track on that. That is prefab galore. Do I have it there? There it is. There. Let's remove it. And let's throw it back in. Let's see if we can find evidence of knowledge. Does not look like it.
So the content handler is a class that's being told to sort of do things, and if if there was something inherent in content handler that decided to load assets and used a sort of a naming scheme that was based on the caller
Whoa, check this
somehow.
out. Look at this. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but there's
Well,
a little
yeah.
bit of something here. But this would be for mods necessary. You know, I think maybe. Let's do this. Let's throw more useful data out here. I think that's gonna. And is that the only path it searches in? Path combined search directory. Add search directory. It's kind of cool. I like this code. That's cool. So, the reason I was checking here is I was like, wait, well, let's actually double check it. Let's add search directory. Let's call in this thing. There's also one call here in awake. Here's my add search directory call. There it is, the default search directory, which is not specified. Okay, so there's one other directory inside there. So there's two directories I guess it's looking for, multimod./mods, and I'm gonna guess Windows. That's what I'm gonna guess. It's in the mod manager. So MM, I bet, is the mod manager. So that means that I've got a default search directory. Sweet. All right, let's build this. See if our changes with removing those DLLs are going to cause any problems. And here comes TaleSpire. All right, Rory, this is a good time for you to sneak out. And I'm not paying attention.
I'm going to be gone shortly after discovering if these message boxes come up and do they have anything useful. I can't leave before I see the potential results.
All right. Well, okay. So, kids, we're going to go play around in the code a little bit more. I'm not going to show whether these message boxes show up or not for a few more hours. I'm not going to reveal that. No message boxes.
Right.
What's interesting is other code is working. What's going on with that? Why none? Let's go figure that out.
Is there any chance that modifications to what you're doing are not causing this version of the plugin to actually get placed like in the correct location?
Yeah, maybe.
So
I don't know.
It's a tricky one.
Let's go.
As you say, though, I do have to leave.
All right, buddy.
I think I stretched my time quite well today.
Thank you,
worst
buddy.
case, I will see you again on Tuesday.
All right, buddy. Thanks so much. I appreciate the help.
No problem.
All right.
See you soon.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
we're going to try this now. I've just added one more in here to this. Let's do a rebuild on that. Let's double check to make sure in our local TaleSpire folder that we are getting a new version of that. Yep, that's it right there. Hit play. Okay, I got an awake message box, so that one's coming in. And simply no other message boxes. Could it be that an exception is being thrown and we're not catching the exception, it's just being swallowed? I get here, but I don't get anything here. All right. Let's go. Let's throw it in and try catch. Okay, rebuild. Rebuild all succeeded. Start TaleSpire. Okay, we got we got this one right here and an exception. But I don't really understand. That's my message on the exception. I think the exception is generated from down below, and it's probably not a lot of data on it. But it definitely looks like it's trying to find this path. Let me copy that to the clipboard. All right. Let's see if I can find out what's going on. Does this give me at least this place? Is it one and the same? It looks like it's one and the same. So it's looking for multimod/mod. So it is looking for that folder. Let's give it the folder. Okay. All right, let's close and try to rebuild and restart it. Media is not, or I'm sorry, TaleSpire. Oh, there we go, close it down. Okay. So rebuild. Build succeeded. Start TaleSpire. All right, load multi-mod assets. There's one, and the same exception. Okay, we need more data. Ooh, another exception though. Oh no, wait, this is not another exception. This is our default search directory. Okay. Wait, that wasn't our exception. Hold on. That was just simply saying what the piece was. Okay, hold on. Now, whoa, I got something really weird, and then TaleSpire shut down. All right, let's try one more time. Okay, there's my search directory. Here's my default search directory. TaleSpire mods, interesting. Then I get this, and it shuts down. It's not liking it. So really, really interesting, because at this point, we are not throwing an exception. We're catching it and getting out. Unless something's happening in here. Let's run with that as a possibility. I am not a fan of the message box debugging. All right, so I'm going to do this inside. I'm going to wrap all these. The only thing I'm thinking of is that could be causing a problem is some sort of event is being triggered down here, and we're calling more code, and we have no protection, causes an exception, and that's what's getting us to shut down. So I'm going to take each one of these, throw it in a try catch, and stick the exceptions, if there are any, out in message boxes. I don't think we need those. See if that makes any difference. Let's also, since we know we're now getting in here, I don't want to take this out just yet. All right, rebuild. Let's see, how am I doing? TaleSpire is still loading. So I'm not seeing that error I saw before, but I'm also not seeing any message boxes. So the try catch has got us out of there. But I'm also seeing this down at the bottom here. I don't know if you can see this or not. There it is right there. I've seen this problem happen if I load up too many things during the, if I load up like a Windows form, not a message box, but if I load something up, this never goes away, this hourglass down here. And that's kind of what seems to be happening right now. So many blocks. Yeah, and if we comment this out, what do you want to bet it loads up fine? comment that out and rebuild. Wait, actually, it may not. If we still have the problem, it's not that. It's something else. Let's check to see whether we solve the problem with this. It could be that we've got all these DLLs that have been copied over here that it's thinking it's trying to load as a plugin. Those. That was it. So it's just having those DLLs in there. Okay. At least we have clear information on that. Okay, close, exit. All right, I think that's going to be it for today. So yeah, let's do that. Let's get out of here. We'll get a raid going up. Thanks for joining us. Tomorrow we got Kids Code. We're going to not work on this. We'll be working on something else. Hopefully way more exciting, at least more compiles and progress being made, things like that. I'll send you over to a bother. Looks like he's working on some cool stuff over there. Thanks again for hanging out. We'll see you kids tomorrow and or Tuesday and or Saturday.